Hey guys, how you doing? I'm doing the group in pitch stop mount now. Thought I'd go ahead and compare the two while I have them both out. The top one is the OEM. The bottom is the group in. As you can tell, they pretty much look the same. My guess is they just replaced the rubber. Uh, I can tell that there is definitely a difference in the softness. The one on the bottom here, I can pretty much move it around. It's no issues of moving it. Um, The bottom one, it's a little bit harder. As you can tell, I can move it only slightly from the rubber. It moves still, but it's definitely a lot harder compared to the OEM one, where I can just kind of just flip it around. The part that connects to the engine block, it's pretty stiff for the group in, but also for the OEM, it's quite stiff as well. You can tell it's definitely a softer rubber on the OEM when you press down right here compared to the group in. But since there's no real spacing between, I doubt there's really that much movement as opposed to the part that connects to the mount, where it's definitely harder than the OEM. I mean, if you guys ever do this, you can definitely tell. Just play with these little tabs right here, and it moves around quite easily. This one moves a little bit, but definitely not as much. So that should definitely help with the drivetrain smoothness during shifting, hopefully. I guess we'll tell when we install it. Alright guys, well, I'll get back to installing it. Be right back. Alright, thanks. Bye. Alright, well, I just finished installing the pitch stop mount. As you can tell, I did install the Perrin pitch stop mount. So it is installed a little bit differently, but overall it is the same. Just a couple of, tips is that definitely install the bottom and the top bolts at the same time before you torque them down, because you are working with rubber bushings that will bind if you don't, install them with both bolts in. I'd done it without the bottom bolt installed, and the pitch stop actually was a little bit off of the hole, and I found out that it is actually pretty set in place once you bolt down the top bolt over there. Another thing that you definitely should pay attention to is the orientation of the mount. I did not notice until now that if you look at the top, that section, it's a little bit different than the bottom. Let me move it to the light. Hold on a second. If you look at the top, it's a little bit different. I believe what you're looking at is the top correct orientation, like this. I had to check some videos to make sure. So when you do take out your pitch top mount, make sure you know which side is the top and which side is the bottom. If I did do it wrong, I installed it with this slot part in the top. If I did do it wrong, someone could please let me know. I probably need to go back and change it out. I hope not. But based on the videos I saw, everyone installed it with this on the top. But other than that, it seems like a pretty good piece. And I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye-bye. Hey guys, how you doing? So I pretty much just finished installing the pitch stop mount, and I drove the car around for about 60 miles total. I think I made 3 or 4 trips just to kind of test out everything. It really didn't I don't really know if it really helped with the transmission movement. I'm sure it does, to keep it from, I guess, kicking back and forth when you're shifting. When you're engaging the clutch. But definitely when you're shifting from second to third and from third to fourth, I definitely can feel the, a crispness to the shifting. Definitely seems to be a little bit easier to shift the gears in place. I'm not sure exactly if that's what it's supposed to do, but it definitely felt a little bit better for the shifting. I did buy a Perrin pitch stop mount as well. I don't really have any intention to install it until I do the engine mounts as well as the transmission mount all at the same time. I haven't really decided yet when I'm going to do that, but it will happen eventually, and I'll of course let you guys know. One thing I forgot to mention was that the strut tower bar, I had to remove it in order to take out the intercooler to access the pitch stop mount. So that's one thing that you do have to do. I did also find out that I did install the pitch stop mount upside down. To be honest, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm not too overly concerned, just based on the fact that there are arrows pointing forward, but not necessarily up and down for the orientation. But of course, if anybody has a comment about that, definitely would like to hear if it was something that I should be looking into making the correction. But you know, to be honest, while shifting and driving, I didn't really think that there was any weakness or whatnot to the design. So I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I think it's great. And you know, if I would do this compared to the parent, I don't really know. I'm probably gonna try the parent first before I make any type of judgment. But it did improve it a little bit. So it's a cheaper option compared to the parent pitch stop. So that's definitely something that I would consider as well. But yes, there was some improvement in the shifting, and that was pretty much what I felt. Other than that, it pretty much performed the way it did before I installed. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.